Hello guys, welcome back. He's waiting. There's my big boy. He was barking all night. Why? Why, buddy? Probably because someone was looking to get inside. Otherwise, he's not barking at all. Buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, we like that. We like that. So guys, let's see where we stand. You can see here I have closed up the entire hull, over here the rear and also the bow. Underneath here a lot of wood putty. Don't be mistaken, the wood putty is to close up every gap that I have light bleeding. Otherwise I wouldn't be using any. Just because the lights are intense, there's not going to be another layer or paint, so I definitely have to close any gaps. I don't want light. I don't care about gaps underneath because there's no light over here. So as you can see, even though if I have any gaps over here, there's no way I can see them because there's no light, but light comes out over here, so I definitely need wood putty. This is the first time that I made a hull like that. Never seen that again. So far I can tell you what I think. Every time the bulwarks were covered like that or like that. This is the first time that I have to leave the bulwarks uncovered and cover them with a thin layer. This part of the hull was pretty easy to make. Pretty easy. Because you had the water line and you were working your way from the keel to the water line. The hard part was to close up the gaps, and this is essential to me, to close up any gaps, because I'm not going to have second layer. I say that again. And also the problem was a little bit over here and over here to make everything fit. Again, I'm going to have another problem. This was very easy. I had just to open up the holes. The problem that I'm going to have is with the second layer over here and the sanding. So I don't think I must place the second layer before I start sanding, but definitely I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have problems because the layer is too thin, and right here the joints, it will be destroyed. But if I don't place it right now, right here the joints, I will probably make it thinner that I need, and I do have a problem. So anyway, we'll make it work. This is the strangest hull I ever made. I'm not so fan of it, but since the kit comes like that, there was no other way to do it. But I do love the Sapele. Now we have this part, and this part that we have to close up. So give me a moment. Now what we need to do now, I'm going to take one strip like that. I'm going to start it right about here. Let me make some marks. Now over here, this is the hard part. Here we start to bend So I do need to bend it, but I do need to bend it all the way to the center. As you can see, I have left enough over here. I'm not going to use that part, of course, but I've left it intentionally because if I try to bend it over here, it won't be bent. It's going to be very hard and I'm going to break the wood. But from this side over here, it's going to be easier to bend. As you can see, it bends like that. Here does not bend. So over here it's easy, here is difficult. Let me bend that and I'll get back to you. Okay, got it. Now let's glue it. Let me find out. Alright, I will begin from here, which is a straight line. Now let me glue this part, which is going to be easier. I can tell you that with the real Zeppeli and not the thin lines, I love the looks, love them. So definitely no paint for the lower part of the hull. I'm thinking about just adding the water line, and probably I will, just the black line, but no white paint, no white paint. I do have a small gap here, but nothing that some wood putty wouldn't fix. Now I do need to cut this off. I need another strip here. You can see that this is more narrow than this part over here, so this is exactly where the entire strip will go, but over here I have to trim it a little. That's not a problem. Let's fix the rear part. So what I see here, let me give you a better look. What I see here is that over here it exceeds a lot, so that means that I have to trim it. And because now it's a big problem to use sandpaper over here, we'll do it like that. Definitely better. Now let me put that because it needs some bending, and I'll get back to you. Got it. Now I'm going to do exactly the same procedure, but this time, as you can see here, it won't fit, so it needs trimming. It's exactly the same, but I'm going to trim it all the way to the front, and as soon as I close the entire gap here, I'll get back to you to close the gap here and the gap here. Done. Now let's do this piece, this part. We need small pieces, as you can see. Don't even need to bend them, just make them fit. To have the smallest gaps possible. Now, that's the idea. Let me close it all the way and I'll get back to you to the bow. Done. Let's do the bow. This is the hardest part. I have to bend all that. Give me a moment. Okay. As you can see, I have made the bend. This is flat, so I'm not going to use it. So, first of all, I'm going to mark where to cut. Got this. Now we need to cut over here. Okay, with the cutting it opened up, let me bend it a little bit. Alright, let's glue it. Perfect. Now I'm going to place some more, close it up, and I'll get back to you to clean this up, because as you can understand, this will go like that. let me fix that. So I do have to let this to dry to be able to cut it, and then I will sand it. I will do some sanding like that, very carefully not to destroy the deck. And basically the hull is closed, not completed, closed. As you can see, need some wood putty, of course. I have to turn on the light to see exactly where the gaps are, but it is closed. Now we need to place the thin layer above. I don't believe that's that's something that need to be filmed. Just glue them, open up the hull, the gun ports. Nothing serious. What I don't know is if I sand it before or after. I will think about it, because the next video is about sanding. So guys, from me and Wolf, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget the super thanks ability, and I hope to see you all in the next video as well. Take care.